all about music and movies.
Isn't it nice?
Right. Now pay attention, 007. I want you to take great care of this equipment. There are one or two rather special accessories.
Q, have I ever let you down?
Frequently.
Weren't you a blonde when I came in?
Could be.
I tend to notice little things like that, whether a girl is a blonde or a brunette.
And which do you prefer?
Oh, providing the collars and cuffs match.
You were pretty good with that hook.
It comes from growing up in a rough neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
You were pretty good on the bike.
Well, that comes from not growing up at all. Here, allow me.
Don't get any ideas, Mr. Bond.
Just off the cuff, I thought we might link up.
Why not check it?
She knew you were you. Well, at least this clears Mathis.
No.
No?
No. We just proved that she's guilty, not that he's innocent. Could have been a double blind. Keep sweating it.
You don't trust anyone, do you, James?
No.
Then you've learnt your lesson.
Our power? With your disregard for human life, you must be working for the East.
East, west, just points of the compass, each as stupid as the other. I'm a member of Spectre.
Spectre?
Spectre. Special Executive for Counterintelligence, Terrorism, Revenge, Extortion. The four great cornerstones of power, headed by the greatest brains in the world.
Who are you?
My name is Pussy Galore.
I must be dreaming.
Hello, Mitchell.
Bond?
The Americans are going to be none too pleased about this.
I promised them the chief, and they got the chief.
They got his body.
If they'd wanted his soul, they should have made a deal with the priest.
Has he said anything?
No.
Remind her. Then pump her for information. You'll just have to decide how much pumping is needed, James.
If only that were true of you and I, Moneypenny.
Mr. Bond, you need a great deal of luck to get out of this.
Oh, luck. Well, then I shall use player's privilege and use your lucky dice. It's all in the wrist. Double sixes.
Kill Bond. Now!
Look! We have no roof, but at least we have 4 good walls. The insurance company is never going to believe this.
My African military friends owe you many thanks, Colonel Moon. Few men have the guts to trade conflict diamonds since the UN embargo.
I know all about the UN. I studied at Oxford and Harvard. Majored in Western hypocrisy.
We found his body in Chinatown.
What?
You're under arrest.
Wait a minute. This is James Stock of the London Financial Times.
Well, actually, Captain, I'm with the British Secret Service. The name is Bond. James Bond.
Is he?
Are you?
Yes. And I'm Dick Tracy, and you're still under arrest.
Seems your hunch was right, 007. It's too bad the evil Queen of Numbers wouldn't let you play it.
You were saying?
No, I was just...
Good. Because if I want sarcasm, Mr. Tanner, I'll talk to my children. Thank you very much.
Afraid I have to leave you.
No, James, stay with me.
I have an appointment.
Well, will you come and say goodbye to me at the practice rink later? Please, James, we're going back to Greece soon.
All right, but if I can't make it, all I can say is don't grow up anymore.
Huh?
Oh, the opposite sex would never survive it.
This is the part I really like. Now that's what I call solar power.
That's what I call trouble.
Globes, each releasing its nerve gas over a designated area, each capable of killing 100 million people. The human race, as you know it, will cease to exist. Then a rebirth, a new world.
U.S. spacecraft on course to intercept us, sir.
Exactly how I arranged that, and my capacity has improved since.
Allergy vaccines?
Bacteria.
Bacteriological warfare.
With a difference. Our great breakthrough since last summer has been the confection of a certain Vitus Omega.
I see you trained for the ballet.
But I grew an inch over the regulation height, and so?
And then you have had the 3 lovers.
What is the purpose of such an intimate question?
You are not here to ask questions. You forget to whom you're speaking.
I was in love.
Mr. Jones, are we ready to release our new software?
Yes, sir. As requested, it's full of bugs, which means people will be forced to upgrade for years.
Outstanding. Mr. Wallace, call the president. Tell him if he doesn't sign the bill lowering the cable rates, we'll release the video of him with a cheerleader in the Chicago motel room.
.007. You are ready for this?
Yes, Mom. I didn't know Bond passed the tests.
He didn't.
To look him in the eye, and you make the call. And all the drones, bugs, cameras, transcripts, all the surveillance in the world can't tell you what to do next. A license to kill is also a license not to kill.
If at first you don't succeed, Mr. Kidd, try again, Mr. Wayne.
So, does anybody else want to drop out?
You called for me, Mr. Drax?
You were with Bond last night in my study.
No,
You showed him the safe.
I didn't.
I'm terminating your employment. You will leave immediately.
Don't go out there to L.A. and clean it up, or I'm coming out there and clean you up, and I mean that. Is this the stupid mother that tailed you uptown?
There seems to be some mistake. My name is...
Names is for tombstones, baby. Y'all take this honky out and waste him, now.
But I guess when one's young, it seems very easy to distinguish between right and wrong. But as one gets older, it becomes more difficult. The villains and the heroes get all mixed up. I was sorry to hear about Vesper. I think she loved you.
You can switch off so easily, can't you? It doesn't bother you, killing those people.
I wouldn't be very good at my job if it did.
I don't believe you. You've got a choice, you know. Just because you've done something doesn't mean you have to keep doing it.
Why is it people?
If your instincts are right, Renard will be back. And Electra will be the next target.
The worm on the hook again.
She doesn't need to know it's the same man that may be after her. Don't frighten her.
Shadow operation?
Remember, shadows stay in front or behind. Never on top.
From Com Subatlantic, sir.
Right.
What's the matter, sailor? You never see a major taking a shower before?
I'm still training him as a caddy.
Successfully, too.
Passenger number one, good.
If that...
długa pod Rodeusem jaskini. Gol! Nádherná spolupráce, je to útok.
Co za zjačáze, myslíš, že jsou?
Ouch. I do hope that doesn't hurt too much.
My wounds will heal. What about yours? Look around you, James. Look. This is what's left of your world.
It's Ms. Kennedy, and why can't you be my executive secretary?
We're south of the border. It's a man's world. Thanks for everything. Your job's finished.
We're here in case things escalate, not to make sure that they do. No incursions into the north. The President gave me a direct order.
And when did that ever stop you? Will you make your own decision? I'm sending in 007.
You think I'd leave this in the hands of the British? You go with him.
I'll give it to you. Without the ticket, we can't get a receipt for customs.
You won't find it in there, Mr. Bond. I looked before you came. I wouldn't do that either. Look behind you. Lower.
A gun in a bag of peanuts. How original. What will they think of next?
What would I ever do without you?
As far as I can remember, James, you've never had me.
Hope springs eternal.
You know, this sort of behavior could qualify as sexual harassment.
Really? What's the penalty for that?
Someday you have to make good on your innuendos.
Fill her up, please.
That's Dayton, comrade. You don't have it. I don't have it.
Key is accomplished, I destroy it and move on. But the habit of inquiry is persistent. I see you're wondering why, where, when. I only gratify your curiosity because you're the one man I've met capable of appreciating what I've done and keeping it to himself.
Bon appetit.
You see, we are the last two rats. We can either eat each other, or eat everyone else. How you're trying to remember your training now?
Have the chance of a personal revenge for the killing of our operative, Dr. No.
Because the man the British will almost certainly use on a mission of this sort would be their agent, James Bond.
Let his death be a particularly unpleasant and humiliating one.
Good. I shall put my plan into operation straight away.
Fertility. Total infertility in plants and animals. Not just disease in a few herds, Mr. Bond, or the loss of a single crop, but the destruction of a whole strain, forever, throughout an entire continent. If my demands are not met, I shall proceed with the systematic extinction of whole species of cereals and livestock all over the world.